All right, great. So the recording is started, and now I am going to turn this to live on Facebook. Oh, please don't. Okay, it looks like it started a new page, and now I'm going to go live. Does this work? Doesn't look like it did. Okay, I used the other page at first, so now I'm going to do this. I am changing the title on Facebook. Shoot, what did I say? Live number 2. Okay, a quick-ish description of an affirmation practice I use. This video is a quick check-in about what I'm up to these days. I wrote this, by the way, if you can't figure out what I'm talking about. I wrote what I'm up to these days on this page, as well as a demo of a way I use. Okay, I'm going to take out that. I use affirmations from my tarot cards, in parentheses, to reset unhelpful thought patterns. Share to my page, select page, Heather Thomas Campbell, click go live. Oh, it looks like something's happening. This meeting is being live streamed. I got it, thank you. Looks like it's setting it up for the Facebook Live. Oh, I probably need to mute. I'm gonna breathe while I continue to watch it show up on Facebook. Oh, shoot. What camera is it using? I don't see it. Thank you. Oh, I think I'm live now. Okay, so now it's like it said, setting it up for the Facebook. Okay, it looks like it's all working. So I'm not quite sure how long that took, but I'll take a look at it next time. So I am here partly as part of a challenge that I gave myself a little while back when I took a really awesome business class, business workshop. I gave myself a challenge. The first week, the challenge was to do 3 live videos. I made 3 videos. 2 of them are live, 1 was not. So I didn't quite achieve the goal that I'd set, but I still did better than the week before where I had done 0. So this week, I had also set my week 2 goal to be 4 videos. So I am attempting to achieve that goal. And also I'm achieving a second goal, which is I've explained this particular practice that I use to several friends and realized that it is really pretty easy to learn. It's pretty easy to implement, especially to the kind of friends that I have. Like they all have a lot of experience working with affirmations in a variety of ways for the most part. That's pretty common among the people I spend a lot of time with. And anyhow, so when I give them like a little twist on a way to receive affirmations as well as use affirmations, a lot of times they're really excited to receive the idea. And so I have, this kind of those kind of friends in mind as I do this. So step 3 is while I am describing the practice, I'm gonna have to close my window because one of my neighbors is making so much funny noise. Before I start recording on my phone, I'm going to record the affirmations on my phone, which is part of the practice, and it'll all make sense. Yeah, I think that's the goals that I had. Oh no, and the other is I am streaming this from Zoom, because that way I can record the video to later upload to my YouTube channel, because I'm super annoyed. I wanted to figure out a way to use the same video on Facebook as on YouTube, and Facebook has made that harder recently by either hiding the way to download videos that I make on Facebook or just removing the option. I'm not sure which. I haven't spent a lot of time trying to figure it out. Anyhow, so I am proud of myself for accomplishing a variety of goals with this video. So the practice. I use this practice when sometimes I get stuck in thought loops that are very painful to be in. I think I don't want to spend a ton of time trying to like describe what that means, because I think most of the folks who currently follow me at this really early stage where I don't have a huge following yet, I think for the most part, they are all pretty closely tuned in, like they know what I'm talking about. But I get stuck in these thought loops sometimes. They're very painful. And I want to, and they are thoughts of usually I'm saying things to myself that are painful towards myself. I'm being mean to myself inside my head. And I don't want to do that. I'd like to do something different, but I need to learn something different in order to be able to do something different. And I find that replacing the painful thought with new information that I've intentionally chosen is the quickest and easiest way to break those thought loops. And then over a period of time, by practicing that, the thought loops just, I get stuck in them less frequently. The groove gets clear or something, it's washed away. A new one can be built. So I will demonstrate right now how I received these affirmations. Is I love to use tarot cards, and I do every so often a reading for myself. And this reading is from the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. I really love it. I got it specifically for a class that I took in 2020. And I will say that the first question I asked myself was, what do I need to know? And I received the 8 of Pentacles. And then I also always ask, and what is that supported by? And it is supported by the 2 of Cups. And now I'm going to record the affirmations that go with those cards. So the first 8 of Pentacles is, with loving determination, I persevere, and I become the person I long to be. Okay, and that is supported by the 2 of Cups. And I paused the recording while I do this kind of stuff so that the recording is only of my voice saying the affirmations. It's important that the affirmations be said in my own voice, because that's a more direct route to replace my voice that's being harsh towards me. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to this recording, and I'm going to edit recording and scroll to the end and hit resume. And I think after this, I won't have to do this little piece again. I'm going to hit resume and read the affirmation that goes to this card, which is in support of the first one. I thrive in partnerships, and my heart leaps with joy when I connect. So good. Okay, so that was answering the question, what do I need to know? What do I need to grow is the 6 of Swords, supported by the 7 of Cups. So 6 of Swords, I accept help as I easily cross this transition. Oh, I forgot to record that one. Okay, so I get to read that one again. Okay, resume. I accept help as I easily cross this transition. I love it so much, and I am not going to use a bunch of words to say why I love that. Really nice hand track. Okay, and that was supported by the 7 of Cups. And I gotta get that one real quick. Okay, resume. My wildest imagination is a tool that I can use to inform my future in a down-to-earth way. So good. Okay. All right. That was what do I need to, the first is what do I need to know? The second is what do I need to grow? And third is what do I need to show? And it is the Lovers, supported by the 8 of Swords. Note she's in a reflection. She appears to feel all totally bound, but only the reflection is bound. Her actual self does not have any of those bindings. It's just that's what she feels is present. Okay, gonna record the affirmation for the Lovers. Okay, all right. Resume. My heart is open to deeply meaningful relationships, and I expand into this union with loving trust. Okay, so did I not show that that was supported by? What did I just get? Oh no, it's 8 of Swords. Sorry. Okay, so this one, this is supporting that one, and the question being, what do I need to show? Oh wait, no, Swords. Okay. I am free to choose my healing and my light. Fuck yeah, I am. Okay, I added that little bit to my recording too. Okay, awesome. Okay, so sometimes, and this will happen, and I think I forgot to say that this reading, I drew it within the couple day period that is technically considered the equinox, also the new moon. I believe I also drew it on a day that I was at ecstatic dance, and someone who observes this said that it was Rosh Hashanah that day. So that's the day that I drew these cards. So it was very powerful. I danced for like 2 hours in that really beautiful liminal ritualistic kind of energy with 100 people. It was amazing outside. Anyway, so these cards were very drawn in a very energetically positive, lots of potential and opportunity, and everything is working out for me kind of stuff, energy going on everywhere. So anyhow, as sometimes happens when I do a reading, is some cards will volunteer, and that means they'll like come out with my cards in a packet or something. If it's a whole bunch of them, then I just consider that like I just dropped a bunch of cards. But if it's only a few extra, then I realize, okay, I'm going to receive that as a like indication that I need additional clarity around this reading, and I'm going to accept that and thank you. These are the volunteers that support that reading that I just said. So I'm going to add those affirmations also to this recording, which at this point is only 1 minute and 8 seconds long. So I only have 3 more affirmations to add. And so, yeah, that's part of the goal, is to keep it really short. And then I'll explain why as soon as I'm done making it. Okay. 4 of Pentacles right here. Oh, it looks like I might be frozen. Let's see here. My computer's definitely frozen. Boogers. I wonder how long ago that's happened. Oh, Okay, let's see. Can I get to Facebook to verify this is still working? Come on, please. Sometimes my computer just kind of limps along and I don't know what's happening. Okay, looks like looks like there's just a short delay on Facebook. Back. All right, great. Affirmation for 4 of Pentacles. I live an abundant life and I have more than I need. Feels very accurate these days. Okay, the next card is 2 of Swords. When blinded by the unknown, I can trust myself to move toward the light. And also supported by Temperance. I walk the middle path and I nourish my spiritual wholeness. Okay, so now what I would do with this is I save, make sure that it lets me change the title. Sometimes I'll swear that I made a change and that didn't save, so I'm not quite sure what I do wrong, but it's going to be Affirmations, New Moon 9/22. I'm going to put in there what the actual new moon is. I can't remember what sign it's in. I'll add that later. I just wanted to now save it. So now it's in my voice recordings. So what I do to do some serious work on these thought loops is I will set like at least an hour. I think an hour is a good place to start, where I'll set a limit of an hour, where I commit to myself that anytime the thought loop starts to get some momentum going, the moment I notice it, I have to stop whatever I'm doing. So the phone, you do have to keep the phone handy. So make this on a day where you can you're willing to put your phone in a pocket or something and carry it around. And the moment the thought loop, you notice the thought loop, you immediately get your phone, you immediately go to voice memos and you play the affirmations and you stand there and you breathe and you listen to the affirmations. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm being really like firm, but I guess I partly say it that way because I'm trying to impress the importance. And also because that is a gentler version of how I talk to myself. So, yeah, I guess when I listen back to that, I'll see how I feel about it. Anyhow, I did have a dear friend once tell me like, hey, I think what we realized is that my passions and sometimes is received and felt by others as aggression, when really I'm just like super excited about something, or just feel like it's really important. And I do, my intensity level when I think something's really important, it probably gets a little high for some. So anyhow, that's the practice is either write some affirmations for yourself, or, collect some that you've used in the past that you really like. Make it, when you read it out loud, it takes at least a minute. 90 seconds would be even better, honestly, to listen to the whole thing. And then you set a timer for an hour. And no matter what you're doing for that next hour, every single time a thought loop starts, you play the affirmations and you breathe and listen to it. You might have to listen to it over and over for a little while. That's what you do. That hour is dedicated to that practice. If you get something done in that hour, great, congratulations. But make sure you're watching and don't get distracted and miss the thought loops, because they can be also quietly going on in the background when you're doing stuff. So did I say everything? I think so. And yeah, I'm really excited to revisit this practice from the place I'm in now, though. I do still have thought loops, absolutely. They don't quite rule my existence in the way that they did really just a few years ago. And I really have been kind of moving out of the just survival mode and more into like beginner's thrival mode. And so it's fun to see. It's fun to finally get to be able to play with affirmations from a place of, I'm doing pretty good, but I know there's some ways that I could clear up some disordered thinking or some just kind of old stories that have gotten all twisted and messy in there. Clear them out with some new information. I consider when I use cards, I just had a conversation with one of my best friends who's kind of new to using cards. And it's exactly like when you call me and say, hey, I need your advice. It's your dial a friend. And the friend you're dialing, you pick what it's like. For me, it's my angels, my guides, my guardians, the enlightened beings that stand beside me, my ancestors, both those versions of myself that came before this one, as well as like my literal ancestors, my who are no longer with us, my grandmother, my aunt, my, all these people. So I tap on those who want to be supportive of me and ask them to communicate to me through these cards. That's what these do for me. Yeah. So I think for now I feel complete, and pat myself on the back for getting a second live done. And I also have been tracking pretty carefully how I'm spending my time. And I can't remember what I wrote in the description, unfortunately. If I said there was something else, I don't know. I guess I'll have to update it after. That's one thing, is I set it all up and then I went outside for a little while and grounded and kind of did some stuff and then came back in. I don't remember what I wrote. So thank you for being on the receiving end. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being there. And I hope you have a great day. And I'll be back when I come back. See, so I'm going to end this from Zoom now, and it's asking me again.